Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Grayson Chrisley's shocking request amid parents' release. Chrisley knows best alum Grayson Chrisley had a shocking request once his parents, Julie and Todd Chrisley, were released from prison. They spent over 2 years behind bars, and when they were pardoned, Grayson was on the line with the president. So what did he want when his parents returned home? Keep reading for more details. Grayson Chrisley's shocking request for parents. It was extremely rough for Grayson Chrisley when his parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, were locked up. He and Chloe Chrisley were now under the guardianship of his older sister, Savannah Chrisley. This was an adjustment, but they did their best to make it work. She took them on vacations, and Grayson graduated from high school, all without their parents. Eventually, he headed off to the University of Alabama, with Savannah decorating his dorm the way she saw fit. She fought tirelessly to get their parents released from prison, and at the end of May 2025, it happened. President Donald Trump called up Savannah and shared that he had pardoned Todd and Julie. Grayson was on the line and immediately broke down. He was so grateful, and within a day, the Chrisleys were set to be reunited. Now it has been revealed what Grayson wanted from his parents when they returned home. Todd shared that Grayson asked to sleep in his parents' bedroom with them on their first night. Grayson feared that his parents would leave again, so it made him feel better. Todd obliged and told him it was fine for him to sleep with them. Grayson Chrisley was so grateful to have them back home, and admitted it is easy to take that time for granted. However, since he knew what life was like when they were gone, he never wanted to feel that way again. Savannah also noted how scared Grayson was of losing their parents again, as she shared in their sit-down with Lara Trump. Fortunately, he did not have anything to worry about as they were still home a month later. The more the merrier. Although Grayson Chrisley was scared of losing Todd and Julie Chrisley, he now has 2 mothers. He looks at Savannah Chrisley as another mom, given that they are nearly a decade apart. Yet she has noted how much her little brother has taught her through this experience. Furthermore, she shared that he saved her. However, they actually saved each other during the tough times. Despite Todd and Julie being so far away, the patriarch felt that he was lucky as they could communicate. Unfortunately, the husband and wife did not have the same privilege while they were locked up. Now everyone is back together, and they are more grateful than they even knew possible. In the wake of Todd and Julie Chrisley's potential early release from federal prison, the world expected celebration, maybe even a televised family reunion. But instead of a champagne toast or a return to reality TV glitz, it was Grayson Chrisley, the youngest of the Chrisley clan, who delivered the most shocking twist. In a dimly lit Nashville coffee shop, just days after the news broke that his parents could be heading home months ahead of schedule, 18-year-old Grayson sat across from his older sister Savannah. Savannah, ever the protective sibling and now a second mother figure, was prepared to talk strategy, legal teams, press statements, even wardrobe planning for their parents' return. But Grayson had something else in mind. "I want to be emancipated," he said bluntly, his voice flat but firm. Savannah blinked. "What?" "I want legal emancipation. I want to start over on my own terms." For a family that had survived scandal, prosecution, incarceration, and countless public judgments, this declaration felt like a nuclear bomb detonating in the middle of their carefully rebuilt world. Grayson, once known as the goofy, lovable little brother on Chrisley Knows Best, had grown up quickly during his parents' time away. He wasn't the same teenager who spent hours in the gym or wore designer sneakers to high school. The pressure of living under the public eye, combined with the emotional toll of losing his parents to prison, had changed him. And now, with their release imminent, he wasn't asking for a homecoming. He was demanding a clean slate. Savannah tried to reason with him. "Grayson, they're coming back. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Why now?" "Because this is exactly why," he snapped, emotion breaking through. "Everyone's acting like we're just going to slide back into the old routine. Dad's gonna preach, Mom's gonna organize the pantry, and we're all supposed to smile for the cameras. But I don't want that life anymore. Spread like wildfire." TN's ran the headline, "Chrisley Chaos. Grayson wants out." Social media exploded with theories. Was he angry with his parents? Was there more going on behind the scenes? Had fame fractured the final bond of the Chrisley clan? Todd, still behind bars at FPC Pensacola, was reportedly devastated but not surprised, according to an insider. Todd always tried to raise Grayson to be strong and independent, the source said. But he never expected that independence to come in the form of legal separation. Julie, whose health had deteriorated behind bars, was said to be heartbroken and had been sending letters to Grayson weekly, some of which were returned unopened. Meanwhile, Savannah was stuck in the middle. She had taken legal guardianship of both Grayson and Chloe during her parents' incarceration. For her, this wasn't just about legality, it was deeply personal. "I sacrificed everything to hold this family together," she reportedly told a close friend. "And now the one person I thought I could still protect wants to leave." But Grayson wasn't backing down. In a surprise sit-down interview with a local podcast called Southern Grit and Grace, Grayson laid it all out. "I'm not angry at my parents. I still love them," he explained, his voice steady. "But I've had to grow up fast. I've seen things, felt things, that a normal teenager doesn't deal with. I've been to courtrooms. I've dealt with hate mail. I've watched my family crumble in the public eye. And I've built myself back up, without them." He went on to reveal that he had plans to move to Colorado, where he wanted to open a gym for at-risk youth. "Fitness saved my life," he said. "When I didn't know who I was, or who I could trust, the gym became my therapy. I want to give that gift to other kids like me, kids who feel forgotten." He also admitted he hadn't spoken to his father in nearly 3 months. He kept talking like nothing had changed, like we were all going to go back to filming and smiling. "But I'm not a brand. I'm a person." The emancipation request was already in motion, his legal team confirmed. It was unprecedented, especially for someone just months away from turning 19. But Grayson wasn't interested in waiting. For him, this was symbolic. It wasn't about paperwork. It was about power. Taking it back. Fans were torn. Some supported Grayson's bravery. "Let the kid breathe," one fan tweeted. "He's earned his own path." Others were less sympathetic, accusing him of betrayal. Todd and Julie sacrificed so much for their family. This is the thanks they get. Back in Tennessee, Todd's team released a rare statement. "We love our son deeply. While we don't understand his decision, we respect his right to choose his own future." That's what family does. We love through the pain. Julie remained silent. Sources said she was focused on her health and reuniting with Chloe. But insiders claim she cried for 2 days after hearing Grayson's interview. As the court date for the emancipation drew near, cameras lined the Nashville courthouse steps. Grayson arrived in a simple black suit, no entourage, no fanfare. Just him and his new lawyer. Savannah was nowhere to be seen. In an emotional closing statement, Grayson looked straight at the judge and said, "This isn't about running from my family. It's about stepping into who I am. For the first time in my life, I'm asking to be seen as just Grayson. Not Todd's son, not a Chrisley brand, just me." The judge paused, nodded slowly, and told him that the decision would be issued within the week. Whether the emancipation is granted or not, One thing is clear. Grayson Chrisley has grown up. In a family defined by glitz, scandal, and Southern charm, his bold step into adulthood may be the most shocking chapter yet. And as Todd and Julie prepare to re-enter the world they once ruled, they may find their youngest son has already stepped away, charting his own course far beyond the shadow of the Chrisley name.